What's up, guys? It's Taya Freaking Bea. I'm back again with the weekly wrap up for this week. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you guys stay tuned, tap in, subscribe, like, comment, all the things. I know it's been a while, but I'm back and let's get into it, okay? First on my list, we have Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson movie that came out over the weekend. I went to go see it on opening day. I drove over an hour away just to go see the movie because everything was sold out on Friday. The movie has had the biggest music biopic opening weekend, period. The movie made $97 million domestically and made $214.7 million globally. Now that's just for the opening weekend. That's just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The movie is already hitting records, and I mean, it's Michael Jackson. We already knew this was gonna happen. People dressed up and got into characters. And how many artists do you know, or how many people you know will have everyone in a frenzy like this, dressing up, dancing in front of the movie screen? It was just crazy. It was great to see. It was great to see people honoring and showing up for Michael Jackson. Personally, I loved the movie. I am a Michael Jackson fan, and it was just nice to see the timeline of his music. I do feel like the film was a bit rushed, but I mean, an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours is not enough time to talk about how legendary Michael Jackson was. There was a lot of scenes that was very sad when you think of his childhood, or when you hear about his childhood and how he grew up. I would definitely go see it again. I hope they do a part 2. I feel like there's a lot of information we didn't get. Shout out to Michael, RIP to the GOAT. Next on my list, we have A Different World spinoff. It's coming to Netflix, and I'm super excited. I have binged A Different World a few times. So the storyline around the spinoff is going to be Deborah Wayne, which is Dwayne and Whitley's daughter. She ends up going to Hillman College, and it's basically going to show or share the light on modern day life as a HBCU student. And I'm excited for this. This is the type of content and shows that we need. That's my only regret in life, is not going to HBCU. I feel like things would have been a little bit different for me. But I went to St. John's. Shout out to St. John's too. We have a lot of reprised characters, including Jasmine Guy herself, Kadeem Hardison, Cree Summers, Charnel Brown, a lot of the original Different World cast members. And I love this. If you weren't already sold on the show, we have a special guest that's joining the cast as well. Method Man will be on the Different World spinoff. Method Man, oh yeah. So there is no release date as of yet, but they just wrapped up filming earlier this month. It'll be a 10-episode series, and it will be on Netflix. A little bit of drama, we have Jocelyn versus Lemmy. So over the weekend, Jocelyn and Lemmy have been going back and forth with each other. Jocelyn is accusing Lemmy of trying to stand in the way of her starting her own network to do her own show. Jocelyn also accused Lemmy of being evil, blocking and not paying her her payments for her show, trying to kill her, stressing her out. Also accused him of trafficking women, abusing women on the Zeus network, abusing the women that he's been in relationships with. It was just a lot. Like, she recorded a video of herself crying and just talking about everything that's been going on, and saying that they need to do a film about Lemmy, the CEO of Zeus. So Lemmy came back and told everyone, like, hey, listen, these allegations are false. Jocelyn is upset because there was a breach in her contract. Lemmy said Jocelyn is upset because they are taking a lot of the cast members from Jocelyn's Cabaret and providing an opportunity for them to be on multiple shows on the Zeus network. He also explained that Jocelyn tried to do business with Now That's TV, and she started her own network, which is a breach in her contract. So it's a lot going on. There's a lot of back and forth. I'm not gonna front and sit here and say that I don't watch Zeus or Now That's TV or Baddies. I watch all of it. And I do think there's a level of evil in all of the stuff. Even Jocelyn's Cabaret, there are shows of women of color fighting each other, trying to hurt each other at times. I don't know if you guys are tapped into any of these shows, but it's a lot. And I mean, if these girls were smart, they would take the route that Chrisean Rock is taking, getting into boxing, getting into MMA, getting that commercial money. So we'll see how this story pans out. Next on my list, we have Ice Spice. Ice Spice is doing, or has been hinting that she's doing a collab with Wendy's fast food. Now, we all saw the video of Ice Spice getting into it at McDonald's. Her and her friend was eating at McDonald's. Another young walks up to the table that they're eating at, and it's like, hey, maybe something along the lines of that, which is crazy. They get into altercation. Ice Spice is standing on the table trying to fight the girl. Ice Spice's friend is just sitting there looking crazy, which, what a friend, right? So that clip went viral, a marketing situation. So Wendy went to X and posted a picture of Ice Spice in a red wig with the chain saying Ice Spicy. Wendy's also posted a tweet saying, "This would happen at Wendy's." Ice Spice also released a preview of a track with audio and the fight playing underneath it with the same caption, "This would happen at Wendy's." So a lot of people are thinking there may be a collab meal going on, or there may be some kind of special promo. I think that McDonald's should have probably been hopped on this situation. Tory Lanez is suing the Department of Corrections of California. We all know Tory Lanez is serving a sentence for the altercation that happened between him and Meg Thee Stallion. Back in May 2025, we all saw the story circulating about him getting stabbed while he was in prison 16 times, having to be airlifted from the prison to the hospital where he nearly lost his life. April 14th, Tory Lanez filed a complaint with his attorney. He accused the CDOC of failure to protect, negligent supervision, and violation of privacy rights. Apparently, when Tory Lanez was getting attacked, the CEOs went into his cell, ransacked it, and took a lot of his songbooks, seizing his songbooks that had a lot of unpublished lyrics that had commercial value. It's been causing a lot of different discussions. Hey, do celebrities and public figures have a different level of protection than the normal individual when they go to prison? We'll stay tuned and see what happens and how this pans out. Last on my list, we have Chloe Bailey. She is so beautiful. She was on X having a discussion, and one of her fans asked her, "What have you learned, or what has life taught you in the last few years?" And Chloe explains the last few years have taught her that she is a bad bitch. One of her fans responded to her and said, "Hey, you're not a bad bitch. You're a cute, lovely lady, and don't force it." Chloe clapped back and said, "Listen, you're boring, sis. I'm a lovely lady as well as a bad bitch. Don't box me in." A lot of people came to Chloe's defense and said, "Hey, don't try to box her in. She could be both. She can be fierce and sexy as well as being cute and demure." What defines a bad bitch? Can a bad bitch be both? Can she be demure and sexy? What defines a bad bitch? And how do you know if you're a bad bitch? That's my question for you guys. And that's all I got for you guys. It's Taya freaking Bea with the weekly wrap up for this week. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you guys stay tuned, tap in, and show your girl some love. And we here.